right now because I have a story to tell. What's up, guys? CURTiSY Live here. Welcome to the channel. I don't keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on in my life, but I'm gonna start. You see, my life been slowly but surely spiraling out of control. Not even slowly, like very quickly. It seemed the test of faith is what is challenging for me. It's putting away bitterness and hatred through betrayal. Oh man. And they keep adding to it, adding to the fire by physical altercations or attacking me. Until they fix their behavior, it's a wrap. Now I have to forgive 75 times 7, and I'm doing my best on that. But you're not gonna keep letting someone punch you in the face. You're not gonna let somebody deck you. They do that, it's a wrap. So we go into my feelings real quick. It's good, right? Yeah. I am in Save the World. I'm looking for y'all. I'm waiting for y'all right now. Join what? Alright. No problem. How you doing? You alright? I said, how y'all doing? You alright? I'm about to broadcast an event because today was a bad day. I got an event. I'm gonna be chopping. Yeah, I'm gonna be broadcasting. It don't matter what y'all say on there. I'm chopping. I'm telling you. Oh, what's that? No, I said I'm gonna be broadcasting. I'm gonna be chopping because of what I went through today. What? They punched me in my lip again. My lip is swollen right now. And her brother, bro, they stay like a little bit. Well, alright, the sister started dating this night, so they behind where we live, or where I stay. So I'm walking the roof, random, I'm just chilling. I see them outside. I see my baby mom, I see her sister, and all I can think about is they just jumping. You feel me? They just jumping, bro. I still didn't get over that. It's like 7 days ago. So I was like, what's up? From the tin knock, from the roof. And then they started recording me. They started being ugly and shit, trying to get me kicked out or whatever. It's crazy. So now, all it is adding fuel to the fire for me. I was chilling. I didn't expect them to be there. You see her? Yeah, that was a hard thing to not. That was hard. Nah, that's a wrap for them. I'm about to tell the brother tomorrow, if you hit me one more time, bro, you ever hit me like that in your life, I'm knocking your lights out. I'm gonna punch your head into the ground. You understand me? You feel me? I'm being nice. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I can't. No, it's a wrap for them, bro. They gonna learn. You can't go around putting your hands on people. How? I joined it. I'm already here. Where y'all at with it? Where the notification? Probably is, yo. They probably changed it. Oh, they did. Nah, it just says open white party. I don't know where private is. I don't know how to find it. Oh yeah. Yup. You're right. I got you. Nah, I got it already. Wow. They be changing my options, bro. And never changing it back. Alright. We'll go ahead here.
I don't want to. It's the saddest thing. All the disrespect. Yeah. Jump me again. I'll run up on you and your friend. Courtesy live. I'm not pretend. Heaven's sake. I don't want my soul taken to hell. Heaven's sake. I'ma burn your pride down. All these people class clowns and they evil, so I say what now? IP man on your face until you down. I'ma punch your head in the ground. For your disrespect, I dare you to punch me again and knock out you and your friend. Hospitalization or a broken arm or a fracture on your friend. You tryna see my end, I'll kick up real quick and show you ain't slim dick. Time is timeless, you effortless. Doing unforgettable shit. You don't cross nobody, and I don't sit well with betrayal. Courtesy live.
Oh man, what's up, y'all? Terrible day. How was y'all day? Y'all alright? I just got off the phone with Reed. Real bad. I don't know. My sister and them, they left earlier, so I went out to the boardwalk because they were supposed to be protesting. So I came back. It was kind of like I was locked out the house type thing. So I don't know. I was patrolling the roof. I was just walking around on the roof. Then I seen my baby mom and seen her sister in there, and then I snapped because all I had to do was keep my mouth shut. But I said something. I gave away my position. I was on the roof, so it looked like I was lurking on them. I wasn't, but all I could think about is when they jumped me. Like, y'all female, so I couldn't really hit nobody back. And for y'all to punch me in the head like that, bro, no one's gonna keep letting me punch them in the face. They got me.
For your disrespect, I dare you to punch me again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hospitalization or broken arm or fracture on your friend.
Well, like I was saying, I don't know, it's just crazy. Crazy day. I'm pissed because the brother hit me right when the cop came up. So he cracked me in my face right when the cop came up. And I'm like, that's some lucky shit. That's some pussy shit. Cause you 20. I'm a grown ass man. I was gonna start wailing on him. He's lucky. Cop ran up on me. Was like, "You wanna press charges?" I'm like, "Nah, sorry." Just suspect shit, bro. And all I ever do is try to help people and say, like, I know I brought this on myself because of my disrespect towards the system, but I'm not playing with them. I'm not no pushover. It's because I'm a believer in God and I fear God. This is where you have to forgive a person 75 times 7. Because if I would have acted, I would have been in jail. Probably wouldn't even be talking to y'all right now. I'm not that type of person.
You're not that type of person, but legally, like, do you ever want to have custody of your daughters?
Yeah.
So that
I want both of my kids. Showing a violent family, yeah. You're right.
How long ago was this?
This just happened today.
It's not too late to get started.
Nah, I can't do that. It's something I wouldn't want her to do to me.
That makes it a legal battle, so it's never
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what she would do. So far, she showed me that she wouldn't put me on child support, nothing like that. But who knows? In the future, yeah, she could definitely do that. If you betray me and you're hopping on another dick, of course.
Are you okay?
Oh, this is what they was talking about?
Yeah.
So how did y'all get this to where it's just items laying around?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
There's ceiling pads in here.
And you know what sucks? I can't pick up none of this.
Why?
Because my backpack is full.
So you said that's everything.
2023.
Oh snap, look at this shotgun.
Because you don't get 77. Yeah, it's 90, 77 and up.
You got it. I'm dropping this.
What about that? The life whole big concern, but they eternity got emergency.
Oh, look at that sword, my boy.
You did not just drop a 7 rifle, yo.
That busted mess. Drop all that bootleg mess. Oh yeah, I need these, right?
You're gonna need healing pads.
What else can I drop? The rest of my weapons are kind of good.
Level 4 double punch? I know you don't. You better drop all your motherfucking weapons.
True this. Drop that. Drop the axe. We don't need that.
Where's the weapon? There's a weapon over here. A 130 and a 130 melee.
Oh yeah, I got 35 killing pads, so drop that.
Follow that wrong to a guy, you end up burning.
Yeah, I need 2 of those. Stop playing with me.
Over here.
Another one of that. Yeah.
There's the 130 gun.
No, it's taking up my space. I'm picking up stuff by accident.
Oh, well, you better walk around that shit.
I hate when they do that. They just start picking up ugliness. Like, get rid of these boards.
Yeah, these are all so bad.
I don't need to jump pad.
As Corey would say, the planky boys.
The plankies. Yo, you know what? I found out a cool fact that Ed and Eddie. What was it that they played in? I think it was Dragon Ball Z. The same voice actors that played as Ed and Eddie. They was in. Was it DBZ?
And I don't really need a done.
I don't remember. My bad. Yo, this sword is hot.
Come get these weapons.
Hot. Yo, how can I get that? Jerry's always doing that.
Come on, Curly.
Over here.
Oh, snap. Hold on, where?
Right here. Over here.
Hey, I lost y'all that fast. Oh.
Oh my god.
Can I run faster than this?
Right next to me, this one.
Ooh. The crescendo. Oh, wow. My backpack's full.
And then that melee one right there on your left.
I don't even know what else to drop. Get rid of these crafted. You need these crafted? Hold on, you need these? I don't need them.
Nope. I have them.
Yeah, them things are in the way.
You just put the flowers on
Oh,
accident.
stupid flower?
We've been doing this. Here, picking up extra shit. Look at you! Your trombone!
Wait, listen to it then.
Yo, what the heck is that? This Zappo thingy.
Aww. Here's that sound. Kurt, go get that melee down there. I want that pogo sticky
Kurt,
thing.
get this melee down here.
The melee?
Right here.
Down there. And then
that's
you should
high.
take these floor launchers
You're running
for
Floor launchers?
they build us to rise in all the
when you do stuff.
Antichrist.
So launch them straight up in the air. It's funny, but
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
What can I drop for it?
all your low ass.
Oh yeah, this duct tape, like, I don't need that.
Oh yeah. No, if you're picking up traps, you won't need it.
I don't even use these things, like, I don't know how to craft that much.
You don't know how to craft what?
Antichrist system in the beast system, buddy. Chasing after believers.
And yo, the crazy part, I gotta tell y'all the jumping part, because y'all didn't know about that. This happened on her birthday. So, her birthday was the 20th, right? I wanted to show that I still cared.
Wait, she jumped on one for her birthday?
Don't
Yeah.
take that mark.
I wanted to get her, I got her a watch. I got her a card with money in it, and I pretty much emptied whatever money I had in my wallet. Just to show her that I still cared. Empty, you know, whatever I had in my wallet. I gave her the last of my money at the time. So I said, so I get there, right? She's like texting me the whole time. In the beginning of the day, she's like, yo, come to my party. Don't forget to come and all this. And I'm not even replying. So she don't know if I'm coming or not. So it was a surprise. I popped up on her. And she texted me like, my college friends is gonna be there. She only had one college friend, bro. And guess who it was? It was the college friend that liked her. The nigga that liked her while me and her was together.
You bought the sparkler!
No, I haven't.
Lake of fire, bottomless pit is
Try
to warn God, warn.
Fortnite's getting crazy though, cause of all that, this whole Battle Pass 3 thing. Oh, they got wall lights, cuz.
You gotta let live and let live.
I tried to. You gotta
This nigga needs to
forgive.
take his life form back, goddammit.
Please don't pick up nothing by accident.
Oh,
Nothing
wait,
busted.
here. Kurt, take this pole and then craft your ammo. There you
This?
go.
Oh, snap, what the heck is this? You got meteorites?
Jesus Christ, please, God.
Go to your backpack.
Yeah.
That says ingredients, and then your black powder should be available, and then just press it until you're out of that hole, I believe.
My gas powder? What's it called?
What you really do.
Cause I
Go to
can't.
ingredients, where you see all the mechanical parts and shit, and then on the side where it says crafting, you should have duct tape picture and a black powder.
I know I'm not a nun, but
Press the black powder. No, not yet. Then press the black powder until all the coal's on, and then that's what gives you ammo.
Oh snap! I didn't know that. You said the coal. I see the coal. I don't see the black powder.
Black powder, the barrel on the left.
Oh yeah, I got it. So now what do I do? Because there's X doesn't work, triangle don't work, or square. It just gives me the option to drop it.
CURTiSY live back again. Talking about the pain of my reaction.
I'm clicking on it, but nothing's happening.
They took on that again. I was like, man, I ain't no trash can. I ain't a garbage can trying to kick me out like trash.
I might not be able to do it.
I know it's the past, but this the type of pain that will outlast any type of thing.
He busted my lip, and I think he chipped the top of my bottom teeth.
I ain't glad about it. Yeah.
Like, Lord, please deliver me from this hate. Get this hate out of my heart, because they let them try that again. I'm gonna bash their head and I'm gonna beat their scalping. They tripping. Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't react. I had enough restraint to not feed into it, because I could have ended up hitting a girl on camera or whatever. It's just, this is how you jam yourself up over dumb shit. Dumb shit. Fuck, I picked up something.
But Jesus Christ, you never wait in vain.
So somebody made this, and they just left mad items behind.
Don't remember a thing. I just worry about yesterday. I keep my focus because I know that it'll ricochet. If you do something hard, it will come back. God is looking for that.
But I already made a diss track and an album on her. So, because when I got her all that for her birthday, right? Now, mind you, this is how Satan mocks you and tries to tempt you and get you to act unholy. That whole time she was picking at me, saying shit. Like, I guess trying to get me jealous. I don't know, why would you try to get someone jealous? Like, I guess to see if I cared. That shit made no sense. Obviously, if I bought you a car, why would you do some dumb shit like that? So she's whispering to him or talking to him right next to him. Right next to me, like, oh yeah, you want to go to the boardwalk after? Please, can you come? I need someone to talk to. You know, like, that shit was getting me mad. So that alone, it started kicking up. And I didn't even say nothing. When he first came in, when I first walked in, he's holding my daughter. I said, what's up, Ron? Kept it peaceful. So nothing happened bad until the end. I was spending time with my daughter. She was giggling, I was making her laugh. Then the end, that's when everything got fucked up and went sideways. Because she kept taunting me and I couldn't help it. I should have controlled myself and kept my mouth shut. But I started feeding into it. I was like, bro, stop playing with it. And she kept saying, like, her brother walked up to me after he just gave me a plate of food. He's like, oh, you behaving, Curtis? I'm like, do I have much of a choice? You know, that's what I said. And then she's like, no, he don't have a choice. With your college friend, who you trying to show off with this nigga that liked you, bro? Stop playing with me. I was like, bro, the new nigga will get beat up, bro, for real. And she kept saying shit, so then that's when I was like, you ever seen MK11? You ever seen Mortal Kombat? So, and then, yo, she punched me in my eye, mad hard. I mean, no knuckle to the eye socket, to the bone, straight to my eyeball. So my eye blacked out, I couldn't see shit. And the first thing I did, I'm covering my eye. And she punched me while I was standing, so I guess her family assumed that I was going to hit her back. Of course I wasn't. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I was hurt. So I'm holding my eye, then they all just start jumping me. They all just start flailing hands, start punching me on top of my head. I'm like, word? I was like, yo, chill. I'm not hitting back. I was like, for real? Really? Like, that shit was humiliating. It was disrespectful. So I just went through some shit that I gotta be mature enough to handle because I don't usually swallow shit like that. They tripping.
Coming for your daughter, you don't understand it. In that government chip, but I'll never take that high.
It's very challenging being a father because you gotta eat a lot of shit.
And everybody has an evil
especially when you don't
understand the powers that it be. This nation was corrupted and conspiracy.
And I haven't been a good enough father.
Theory about that. It's the fact people
at times I wasn't around when Kurt wasn't. He needed me the most, and he probably was confused and didn't know what was going on, and he was just hurting. Like, why is mommy got me around this strange man, random people? He started lashing out and acting out in school. Beat up the teacher, broke her laptop. I talked to the lady today. Come to find out, I didn't even know she's a neighbor, and she knows my son. Because her sister, I guess that was at the house helping her cook out and stuff, worked at Highgate at the, I forget what it's called, but it's a banging elementary school over here. It was a nice school, right next to Save-A-Lot, and he got kicked out of it. And you know, I don't blame him for that. But now he's growing distant, you know. And the grandma, of course, she lets me come around, but she was scary as hell with the coronavirus shit. The coronavirus got people under straight mind control. So she's like, oh, I don't want to go nowhere. I can't take them to a park. So it's to a point where you literally gotta fight legally in the court. That's it. I'm not bringing. Here's my thing. I don't bring the court into it. The government is never to be trusted. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, you gotta do it through the state. My ass. Them niggas is only looking to get paid off of both of y'all. And you're fools if you take your shit to the state. Because all they're gonna do is profit and make money off. And so I don't understand the child support system. If you have a willing parent that's willing to help, there's no need for the child support. Did you know that Sam put me on child support because Taylor, when she got with Taylor, to help feed his cigarette habits or whatever? I believe he actually said it, whispered it in her ear on some real shit. I don't know. I can't lie on it. But when they got together, that's exactly what I felt was coming. And it happened. I was like, this nigga smoking cigarettes every day, asking for money. Watch the next thing you know, I'm on child support. And then it happened. Crazy shit. Only because I'm paying for my sins. I just thought she really had real love for me. I thought it was genuine. But now it seems like it was lust. If you could just kick a nigga out like that and go dark on him for 2 months before the daughter's born, that's shady. Any person would be like, yo, that's shady.
Yeah, CURTiSY LiVE, man. You know what it is.
So you kick me out just to get dicked down by someone else? Oh, you getting a whole diss out for life. I don't care if we have a daughter. You need to chop on it for the rest of your existence. And I don't sit too well with betrayal. Very hard thing for me to forgive right now. But I do know that if I don't forgive, God won't forgive me. I know the Bible. My nigga Core's in the building. It feels good. It feels so good to finally be back on FORTNiTE. Cause on some real, I'm about to delete FORTNiTE. Cause they keep asking for updates. Like, they're ridiculous. I don't have no more memory. They keep asking me to delete stuff. It's irritating.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I didn't hear what you just said. But...
No, I just said every beat.
And then she stopped.
Yeah, that what they live in. The my
I'm just glad y'all okay. I pray for y'all every day. But it's too much stress for me. It's overwhelming. Because not only do I have to worry about
every person in the whole entire universe feels that at some point or all the time.
yeah, especially now because everything in the world is getting more wicked, just like Jesus said it was going to happen. The end is out of control. The disrespectful youth and the way they treat people, because her sister, they smacked me in the head again because I went back. Like after the brother punched me in the face, I waited until the cops left. I came back.
Why'd you go back?
Because I'm like, yo, she can't keep walking around smacking people, and y'all over here defending her just because you're a dyke and y'all gay. You feel me? No offense to gay people, and they was hurt when I brought that up. That homosexual doing her king of God. Well, her sister thinks it's okay to hit me. She's dirty, like she's trifling. If she don't like you, she's about 20, I think. Or 21, but she spits on you, she'll smack you. Spitting on someone is a no. Like,
so then maybe you should tell Sheena that when you come to see your daughter, it should just be you and your daughter and nobody else.
I don't know about Sheena. She lost my trust after she punched me in my eye.
Right, but it's not about Sheena, it's about your daughter.
Nah, she don't care. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Her rules is just like she had me meet at her uncle's house. If you know your family didn't like me, why would you bring me there? I still came for her birthday. I still came to her uncle's house. And then that shit happened. I got jumped.
I mean, why do you
I keep falling, and the saddest part is I was trying to keep our family together. That was the main thing. You don't let the devil come in and break what God say is good. Like, I was trying to make her my wife. So that's why I feel.
not worry about her, just worry about your kids. She's
not. Yeah, exactly. She's compromised. The devil compromised her mind, got to her.
Right.
And I was trying to win her back. I was trying to win her back.
Did you baptized her?
Nah, she wasn't baptized yet. She's too young to be baptized. I actually found out that a person is not supposed to get baptized until they're fully aware of sin and right from wrong.
Or not baptized, the thing before baptized. Christmas, yeah.
Oh no, that's probably a Catholic thing.
Pretty sure it's infancy.
No, you're probably right. I didn't know.
It's just to ensure that, you know, if anything were to happen before that age, get baptized.
Right. But honestly, I believe that like an innocent child, when they don't know right from wrong, God, you know, He's not going to judge them like He's going to judge us when we're fully aware and we heard His word.
I agree, but I think there's a reason why they have that as a thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you know we're born into iniquity, and I heard that even for the boy, a boy's supposed to get circumcised because it's clean. Like if a person doesn't, it's like it'll defile him when he's older. He has that extra skin around him, and it'll carry extra bacteria. Like all that stuff is real.
Yeah.
It's definitely real. Yep. But shit's getting out of hand for me, and I've been trying to prepare for it. Because there's no telling what can happen to me. I can die any given day. Tomorrow's never promised. And these niggas out here, yeah, I was baptized, but you can lose your salvation. You know, the false churches teach once saved, always saved. That's not true.
Maybe you should get baptized.
Yeah, I do want to have a clean sleep. And do it right this time. Just quit smoking and never go back to it. Because God said when we go back to our sin, it's like a dog going back to his vomit. Chops. Like God be chopping on this thing. And the world needs it. Like that's why they don't want to hear it. That's why God's getting disrespected the most right now. Niggas still want to do what they want. And they don't want to take no accountability. Like you should have seen their face when I brought up, you know, gay people can't inherit the kingdom of God. They started freaking out. They was ready to punch on me. And I'm just standing there like, what's up then? Like, you can hit on me all you want. You're mad at me. I don't have nothing personally against you. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But I'm telling you what my Lord Jesus Christ said. The only way into heaven. You can't get in like that. It's an abomination to the Lord, and it's serving the Antichrist and serving Satan. Thank you very much. You're allowing Satan to mock God, because God never made man to be with man. You're just mocking Christ, and God is not mocked. So I'm not stupid, you know. Like, when you don't know the knowledge of Christ, that's when you walk in darkness and you're in bondage, because you just don't even, you're not even aware. But what the heck is up with these meteors almost hitting me? That shit's pissing me off. It'd be like dead almost hitting me. But that's why I'm kind of proud of myself, because now I'm starting to like know how to explain it, no matter the circumstance. Even if it's I'm met with hostility, even if they're ready to take my life, I'm ready to die for God in these last days. And I heard him recently when I fornicated and I sinned. You know, like, you gotta stop disobeying. You can't walk like the world, and that's the thing. Like, if you're holy and sanctified, it's in a commitment. And that's what the world don't get. Like, if we're not committed to God, we're gonna burn. And that's why I tell my little brother, you leaning on your own understanding. You're leaning on the physical and the carnal mind. Think you gotta survive by a gun. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a nigga. That's of the flesh. God already declared it. He don't want us acting and conducting ourselves like that. So, if I could take my own advice, I'll be alright. For real. Because right now, I'm not doing good. Because I'm put in positions where, you know, when I was younger, with that mindset, you know, you would have bashed someone's head in and they did you dirty like that. Like today, when I went back, they smacked me in the head like 3 times. She smacked me in the head, then another gay boy that hit me, just because they were hurt at what I said. And I just walked away. I looked at him and was like, I gotta pray for him. But I gotta pray for myself, because if I start wailing on these niggas out here, they tripping. But I noticed that I'm struggling with that battle over my mindset. As far as, it's a stupid speaker. Speaker is dying. I just put on the charger so it goes away. It'll beep until you plug it up. But I just thank Christ that for his knowledge, for real. Because now I know how to combat it, but I also have to combat my old way. You have to kill the old you. You can't continue this one. And there's just too many examples in the Bible that people that lived before us, made of flesh, same kind of life. Same life. You have a soul and a body, and it shows where they messed up with God. Messed up, like when Cain killed Abel, and God seen the contents in his face, it dropped. This nigga was hurt. He was that jealous that his brother gave a righteous sacrifice to God, because he gave the best of his cattle out of his flock. He killed, I think, like the fattest lamb or whatever for Jesus, for God. And this nigga, when it was time for Cain to give a sacrifice, this nigga, because of his mindset, his sinner mindset, he gave an offering that was unworthy. And when he seen that God praised Abel and not him, that nigga was like, he started plotting against his own flesh and blood. Like, I'm gonna kill this nigga. And when he came up in the field, he killed him. And when he killed him, and God asked him, where's your brother Abel? This nigga lied. This nigga said, am I my brother's keeper? Didn't even answer the question. God was like, what have you done? He said, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Like, dang. So just imagine all the people in real life right now that's killing and taking life, not thinking nothing of it. That they're gonna stand before a holy God one day that might cast their soul into an eternal lake of fire, eternal separation. I'm good on that note, but I'm struggling with it. I am struggling. Cause I swear, like another person hits me like that and tests me like that, it's a wrap. I might go ape shit and start beating the head in. But right now, I'm gonna be like, yo, sign the UFC paper. See me in a cage match if you got a problem with me. If you plot on my life with a gun, then you a pussy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ever since I've been in the city, I've been very arrogant. Like my character and my whole like, not pride, but yeah, not demeanor. Just the build up of like your not close, not patience. What's that word when people? When people are constantly like, fuck, you know how you go blank? How did I go blank on that word? The hell? Your reputation. Your reputation. There you go. Damn, I couldn't find a word. I'm getting old. I'm getting super old. I need to hit school again. I'm like, yo, what's the word? So your reputation, like my reputation, it's either they looking at you like they're looking up to you like, yo, he's a good person, or they're looking down on you like, yo, he's a clown. And these savages out here, they'll look on you like, yeah, he's a clown ass nigga. And when someone's looking down on you like that, they can violate you. They might rob you, anything just because they have no respect for you. So I'm letting the world know when I go live in a couple of days, or whenever I unmute my video, that I'm not playing with these savage pieces of shit. That if they continue acting the way they act, and I know God said don't stand in the way of sinners, because they really gonna make me forfeit my salvation and I'm stepping on one of their necks, right? You're not gonna keep disrespecting. They tripping. It's mad hard to obey Christ in a world like this when everything's chaotic and people think they can just violate however. Like, hell no. So my little brother, he talk all crazy to me and all this. Yeah, yo, you a bitch out here, bro. You a bitch. Real talk, bro. You should be sliding on them niggas, David them for me, like, and letting them niggas know. He said, but real talk, he was like, these niggas they think you a clown out here. That's why, like, nigga, get away from me. Then he be getting embarrassed when he's around me and all that. I snapped on him today. I was like, Maris, I don't want to hear your fucking complaining. If you don't want to be around me or I embarrass you as your brother, then get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit. I don't got time for shit like that. For real. I don't care who's looking down on me and who's not. Like, motherfucker, worry about your soul. Worry about staying out of hell. That's why I told the people today. That's why I told her sister and all of them. Like, her sister has such a demonic Jezebel spirit and she don't even see it. That's why I gotta pray for her. Because her spirit is so nasty and ratchet. Like, you think you can spit on people? She was like, yeah, I spit on you, pussy. She's like, I kill your mom and all. Like, alright. But if I do something hectic and feed into the devil and kick your guts out or kick your heart out your chest, then I'm wrong. For real. I don't like evil. Ever since I was a kid, I hated evil, bro. And I hated when people are grimy, doing grimy shit to other people. Like, let me stop, man. That shit. That's why I have all this. It's like mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I have all this creativity. I can be putting all this pain and expressing it into making movies and music videos. I don't even have help with that. The people I went out actually paying money to, they end up either ripping you off or whatever the case may be. Like, it's all about money with them. Always about money. Never about the human race and about the vital truth in your soul. Always gotta be about the flesh and surviving in this world that is done. This world is done. Illuminati's gonna take it over with the New World Order, and the coronavirus is leading to the mark of the beast. niggas gonna have to go back to living off the land and trade outside of the government in order to live. Like, I know what's coming. And people like me gonna be getting hunted down. And you feel me? My baby mom, she didn't appreciate me while I was here. That's why I say to people like this. You didn't appreciate sound doctrine and truth when I spoke it. Every time I brought up the truth, oh, you know I love your brother too, but babe, you should really talk to your brother about homosexuality, because homosexuals don't inherit the kingdom of God. Instead, they get offended and want to fight.
I'll be offended too. It's not your place. It's not your business. Let that nigga
It is. As long as I'm alive, as long as I'm alive, it is my duty as a believer in Christ to warn another soul to stay out of hell. Yeah, absolutely. You think I'm supposed to be?
Kurt, I gotta tell you something. Because it's really weird that you're talking about this, and I just had this conversation today. I was talking to my aunt.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the same thing you're talking about, like not necessarily being a missionary, but like just trying to preach the word of God to people that's
lost souls.
Like,
exactly.
That are like what you're describing, gay, like really lost in the world.
That's it. Yeah, following their own lust, their own desire.
Whatever. But she said something that was really enlightening. She said, God doesn't want you to say to somebody, oh, you're going to burn in hell, and scare them like that.
No.
Because that's not what the Bible is about. The Bible is about peace and love and happiness.
You're right. The Bible is actually about salvation and redemption.
And happiness. And you don't want to sit there and scare somebody into being a believer because they want to save their soul. Because that means nothing.
It's actually it's actually vital, because if, like, the non-believers that don't want to hear about God, and they be like, yo, go about your business. I can't agree. I love you to death, but I can't agree with that mindset of just shutting up and not minding your business and letting people go to hell. You can't do that.
It's not about that. It's about going about it differently. Saying to somebody, oh, your lifestyle's wrong. That's like telling a kid, you're not allowed to see that guy. Telling a teenage girl, you're not allowed to see that guy.
You can't. If you know you have no business doing that, I'm telling you the right thing. And that's the problem. People don't want to take accountability, like I was saying earlier. They get offended when they hear the truth. And the sinners, this is what I was telling about the Bible. It'll cause a sinner to get angry with God, because God's law is His law. We are supposed to obey.
Because you're not seeing it in the right light. You're just assuming,
and you're right.
I'm an asshole because I'm doing this, but somebody else can do this and get away with it. And that's a wrong mindset.
But like this, if you're not God, you don't know shit.
No. Wrong, Ray. Wrong, Ray.
You don't know.
I love you, bro. Wrong. The Bible tells you everything. I don't want to hear the Bible's man-made. I don't want to hear it's a comic book. Bro, they talk down on the Bible. It's doctrines of devils and demons. They're leading people astray into hell. They don't want you to believe in the Bible and the Word of God. And the people in this world, the satanic powers to be, the Antichrist spirit. It said that in the Bible that if you don't believe that Jesus came in the flesh and you don't believe that He is the Son of God, that they are Antichrist spirit, meaning they're a non-believer, or they're just the devil can use them.
You gotta remember, you don't want people to say, "Oh, I believe in God," just to shut you up or make you happy.
Right. You don't want that either. I mean, even if they do that, I at least warn you.
I mean, what favor are you doing to God if you're just scaring people into believing for a small amount of time?
I'm glad I am, because
that's not doing His job. That's not doing the Lord's work. You're not making
right.
Him happy.
Okay, I do agree where you have to go about it the right way. You have to speak a certain way and say it the right way. You have to use the right words. You gotta choose your words wisely, because people, they're quick to be like, I don't want to hear that, and they're dismissive. So alright, they want to be dismissive. That's on them. That's why he said don't cast your pearls in front of swine, in front of the pigs. That's another scripture. You're supposed
to. Don't you think it's more disappointing to God that you would, like, say you talk to somebody and they're a prospective believer, like you could turn them to a believer, but because you didn't use your words wisely, it didn't happen.
Now you're right. I struggle with that. Right.
You let them slip away, and now guess what? You lost another perspective.
I had those moments. I had those moments where I struggled with that. Like, damn, I felt like I just pushed that person away more. But I also know that I've also had those moments where I felt like, damn, I didn't speak up when I should have said something. I was standing around the sinners,
always speak up,
and I didn't warn them about their direction. I didn't warn them that they're headed for hell. You're gonna have people that were like, damn, why didn't he tell me? He kept talking about Jesus and Jesus. Why didn't he tell me about Jesus? Why didn't he tell me that if I kept going this way, I was gonna burn forever? And that's the thing with this day.
You gotta look at it like a job interview. You got a certain amount of time to sell something to someone. Like, you need to make that moment, for one, count.
Yeah, you're right. I felt like my speech wasn't good enough when I had 13K on the video.
Like, I know you like to focus on Revelations a lot, Kurt, but that's not what's going to speak to a prospective Christian. Like, what's really going to speak to them is you can change your life around. You can
It is because right now we're living in the Revelations, and we're in a time of urgency where people don't have urgency.
We're in a time where we need happiness.
They're complacent, and they're finding love in things instead of God, which God said don't love the world, nor nothing in it. Any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. That's scripture.
Yeah, but you can really change somebody's perspective on their life if you just show them the happy side of things and not always about, you know, what's going to happen to your eternal soul. Like, yeah, that is important, but that's
the most important.
Look how far you are as a believer. You are stages beyond somebody who's just going to be starting out.
I know, you're right.
Don't make sense to somebody
like a babe in Christ. And I heard about that. I heard that you're supposed to break off the bread, like the food, piece by piece. You're not supposed to give them the whole piece of meat, and they can't chew the whole thing. They don't know how to, like, so it's hard for me because I can't help but summarize it in one quick sweep, because like I feel like any day I could go. Any day I might not wake up, I'll never be able to interact with this world again. We all know that's death.
Yeah, but you don't want to come off like, oh, I'm better than you because I have a this the other thing.
That's how they take it. The sinner always takes it as, they always take it as, oh, you looking down on me. Oh, no, I'm not looking down on you.
You might not be perfect.
I was like, God's word is judging me.
A lot of people do.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like I got love for you because I'm warning you and trying to stop you from going in a direction that's going where you're going to be separated from God forever. You feel me? And they got to understand
that oh, you're damning yourself for eternity.
And I do.
They don't need to know that.
You're right. You don't say it like that, but you can also say you're serving Satan. You're serving the flesh. You're sending it up. They still, either way you tell them the truth, no matter how you put it, they don't want to hear it. But it has to be said to them.
When you first started learning about God, that's not how someone spoke to you. You know that.
Yeah, I know. I was a kid though. That's another thing I was going to say to you too. The hard part about it is that this is a process. It's like a teacher in a class. Like I would have to be a teacher. I would have to explain summaries of different classes for you to get to understand the word and actually digest it better.
Yeah,
I would have to have more time.
Your responsibility is just to bring that knowledge to one person and say, hey, like, if you want to come join me to church and come see what it's about.
As many people as possible, even the lukewarm Christians and the people being lied to, because I was telling her, babe, T.D. Jakes is a false prophet. He's a prosperity preacher. He doesn't speak about anything that has anything to do with your soul salvation. He doesn't care. He's only telling you something that makes you feel comfortable, feel good in that moment. And it has nothing to do with chopping on sin or
I mean, yeah, but have you ever thought about it like this? What if God sent him to do those specific speeches and God sent someone else to do other specific prayers and stuff like that?
I think he was ordained at some point, but I do know that the devil, he definitely comes after the people that want to get right with God. So he tries to make sure he corrupts them. He's not worried about the people he already has. That's already in bondage to him. Like if a person is homosexual, but the Bible says, and God is no liar, and it says the homosexual will not inherit the kingdom of God, but they still die in their sin and still die like that, and never knowing Christ or coming to repentance. they're gonna burn forever. They're gonna wake up in hell. And I don't want that for no soul, because even Jesus said that if your right eye causes you to sin, no, and your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off or pluck it out. It's better to enter life maimed than your whole body be cast in hell. That means masturbation. Like, Jesus Christ. It's that deep that you have to really discipline your soul. So if someone is not even disciplining themselves to that, what about the sinner that's still doing whatever they want and that's not really knowing God? They're damned. They're doomed. Just like it says, the non-believers cast into the lake of fire. So this is.
I think a lot of times, like, you sit there and you want to get somebody to believe because you want them to be a believer.
Right.
But it's not really, like, sometimes it's not the best answer. I mean, how about this? My old pastor was a drug addict. He was a hardcore drug addict. And he was brought up in a Christian home.
Oh, snap.
It took him going through rehab, almost losing his life, to finally come back.
He was delivered from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a blessing.
You could be talking to somebody and telling them, I need you to believe in God right now. But it might not be the time.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? You plant that seed, but it might not be the time.
And that's another thing I was saying. That I've learned growing in Christ now that you don't argue with them. Even if they get you mad or upset, you don't have to argue with them. It says, lest I dash my feet. You plant the seeds and you walk away. It's up to them whether they want to receive the knowledge of God or not. Now, when I speak about God's word, I do my best not to lie on it or change anything. If it comes out wrong, I'll pray, Lord forgive me. I'm not going to lead someone astray. But what I read with my own two eyes, I know it's scary. It's frightening to see that so many friends and family will go to hell because they don't know. They don't even understand how it's ending. I understand how it's ending, so I can see all the signs lining up, and then the mark of the beast being presented through Bill Gates, and he's trying to force the vaccination and the chip. All that's leading to that. And there's a severe warning. I don't know if you know in Revelations, severe warning in the Bible that if anyone takes that mark of the beast, they're automatically damned because it's the mark in homage to Lucifer. You take that mark, you might as well do every sin you want and live it up until Jesus comes back, because you're gonna burn forever. You're gonna burn. Like, so that's why it's like we really do have.
What if the mark of the beast isn't
it's both.
It's like a metaphor.
It's the chip, because it'll be a one world currency that they're going to change soon. That's why they're using the virus to get rid of cash.
Yeah, that's one thing though. I don't think that's the mark of the beast though. I think that's just a change in currency. What I really think the mark of the beast is us spending all of this time.
Yeah, it's worship to the
being
beast.
Being a part of like this whole virus, for example, the stress, Black Lives Matter movement, the violence, like looting. Protesting, like,
oh no, you don't have they've been trying to create civil war since 2016. Since I found out the devil was real, this is their plan, order out of chaos. This is how they're gonna have usher in the Antichrist, who's gonna rule for like 42 months until Jesus comes back, and he's gonna be slaughtering Christians and believers like me until God comes back. And it's gonna be. They said it says in the Bible that it's going to be the worst event in human history. Worse than Hitler. Mad people depopulated. So when I got wind of their agenda and their plans, they want to depopulate the earth. Come on, they put it right in front of our face. You watch Avengers, they showed Thanos winning, and he killed half of the heroes. Half of them died off. So they was trying to predictive program us and show us our future. They're trying to show you, get used to seeing your friends dying. And when Lil Uzi Vert was spreading that satanic song all around the world, all my friends are dead, push me to the edge, is all a part of that agenda for a new world order, worship to the Antichrist, a fully devil incarnate man. He's going to be in the flesh, but it's literally the devil in the flesh. He's going to be the worst kind of human and human. He's gonna be grimy. And the mark of the beast, the chip, is it's full totalitarian control. Even if someone was like, alright, this currency's okay, I'll accept it, and they think it's a good idea, no, because they can turn your chip off. They're trying to implant the chip in people's brain or in their hand because they're trying to connect you to a main computer. Why are they spreading this false immortality to people that you can live forever? You can upload you have the chip in you, it'll scan your memory and all your memories. You can save yourself and upload yourself to the computer. Why are they spreading lies like that? So I'm trying to connect the dots for everybody in one sweep. It's just hard when you have no help. And
it's hard to do by yourself. Only one person.
I know, I need someone to edit and I would be good. Or learn it myself, I don't got the time. I think,
like, I take the dedication to be, I almost want to say, like a soul saver or a missionary trying to spread the word of God, but, like, we live in a world where you can't just do just that unless you are a part of a church that can fund that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you know what the church said to me? I asked one church.
Dedication. You can't live off of that in the state you're in now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. And that's why I'm like, yo, my time is almost up. I'm trying to get these videos done and everything. I'm trying to leave my legacy behind. Because
why do you think your time's almost up?
It's not looking too good.
You know,
like,
I think one thing that I've learned, especially with my dad passing away, is it's not something that you will know about. You die, and that's not something that will be made clear to you until the very, very end. When you are literally on your deathbed.
Yeah, you're right. It's unexpected. It's out of nowhere. You know how you pass out when you go to sleep?
So even when you sit there and say, oh, I think it's the end, it's not. Because it's going to be a time when you don't know that it's the end. You don't think that it's the end.
And you know the crazy part? The saddest part is, it is the end. Because even if I die and I'm in the grave, right? All this stuff is still going to take place. It's still going to happen. Because it's Bible prophecy. God said it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And God was trying to warn his people while we're in the flesh. God is a spirit. He's trying to warn us. Look, there will come a time there will be an Antichrist. That's how it was with Hitler. You don't think he was a possessed man? He was probably possessed. He probably got possessed. Because you had to be possessed in order to commit such an atrocity, taking human life. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't imagine taking someone's life and then going to sleep at night. I couldn't do it. That's not the kind of person I am. But just seeing how the world, we're the last generation because we're the only generation to see all these signs come into play. And God said this is what was going to happen. These are going to be the steps right before his return. First, the Antichrist will pose as God and pretend he is Jesus. And it won't really be Jesus Christ. People are going to fall for that mess. And I think 3 years in to his promises of peace and all that, he's going to start slaughtering God's people. Start killing us all. And you know that Satanists, proud Satanists and stuff, that's what they want. They want Christianity dead. They want believers dead. Anyone who... So that's what I'm standing up for. Like, alright, if they're gonna martyr us and kill us like that, I'm gonna at least make sure that the rest of the world and population know the truth before Judgment Day. If we're gonna die anyway, we got mad end case scenarios and everyone's just distracted. Like the devil been doing. He uses entertainment, video games, all that to keep us distracted and our mind off of what's really happening in the world. And it's sad. I know what's gonna happen. I know that the Black Lives Matter movement, all that's being weaponized. It's like Satan uses the music to pollute our youth mindset. That's why you see so many young kids out here that swearing they're gangsters, because it's in the music. They're teaching these kids to murder, screw people's wives. It doesn't matter how many times you fornicate. They promote lawlessness, everything that God hates. So when God comes back and judges the earth like he did before, the soul won't be prepared, and then it will unnecessarily go to hell and forfeit the salvation of Jesus Christ dying for our sins. He died for us not to go to hell, and that's what happened. That's why I'm a believer. I'm a firm believer. That's why I didn't strike back. I can do some evil things if I wanted to, but I try to control myself. I try to have that restraint. And I know that the Bible, God is clear about that. Who's his and who's not. He's like, yo, remove all bitterness, all hatred and malice from you. Put on the new creature. And that's the part I'm struggling with right now. For some reason, it's so hard to put on a new creature just because of what people, the evil that people are doing to me. And me learning that process of forgiveness. And it's,
people out here didn't understand going through that heartbreak and it's devastating on the thing.
I'm looking at my lip right now in the broadcast. I'm like, yo, my shit's swollen. I could have really beat this kid up. I could have been punching his head in. But all it's going to do is cause more friction. It's going to give the devil what he wants. It's going to cause more friction and tension between
And
me
that's
and
another way
you.
that you can look at it. Is the devil knocking on your door trying to get in again.
I know.
You need to be above that. You know better.
I know. That's the sad part. Like my sister's ready to kick me out because everybody blowing up their phone about me being on the roof. Like, they was recording me.
The
So it
best
was
thing
like,
you do is make things right. Apologize to your sister. Stop doing things that potentially get her in trouble and get you in trouble.
I know. I don't know what else. I was chilling, honestly. I was like, yo, I ain't been on the roof in a minute. Let me chill. And I went up on the roof. I was just chilling.
They said it was a bird.
Feel me? I was just walking back and forth. Next thing you know, I seen my baby mom. Seen them. I heard talking to her sister. And I just, that anger. I was like, yo.
You want to disrespect?
I didn't even think of it in my head as a choice not to say nothing. Like, it kind of did pop up, but it went away like right away. I was just like, fuck that, I gotta say something. Because I felt like,
when they grab strike, you don't think right. Yeah. A lot of people transgressions and sin.
and that's temptation. That's why we pray that deliver us from the evil one and deliver us from our flesh and our iniquity. And Lord, forgive me of my sins because, yeah, I really struggle with that. I feel like I have restrained myself more than any other person I know around here. Because most of them say, oh, nigga, you better than me. Oh, I would have killed that nigga. I would have beat that nigga. Because I'm not quick to react. Yeah, you're right. You can't compare yourself because we're all false sinners. And
you want to be better than even that.
You want to be holy. You want to learn holiness and righteousness. And yeah, it's hard.
Like my aunt says WWJD. What would Jesus do?
Yo, no lie, you said that. I'm thinking you was about to say WWE. What would you? It's true though. But now they got a show, Black Jesus mocking God.
Like instead of saying I'm angry, I'm gonna take my anger out. If you thought what would Jesus do every time something angered you, I bet you your life would start looking up.
Yo, you right. On the real, I've been saying that to myself. Like, yo, what is wrong with me? I know I should be obeying Christ. And if I would have been strong in my faith and telling God, Lord, I need you right now, when that temptation comes and I'm weak to give in, even if it's fornication or it's cussing, to control my tongue, you have to say no to Satan. Because when you don't say it,
I know you know better. Some of the things that you're smart.
I know.
You don't have to let this shit bring you down. Even living in a city, you don't have to let the city turn you into something else.
And that's the thing, Satan will use your emotions against you. He'll attack weak points, things. You know it's a weak point. It's a weak point if someone walks up to me, yeah, I fucked your baby mom. When I was making love with this woman, that's disgusting. You feel me? That's like someone coming to you like, yeah, I'm tagging Corey or whatever. You're gonna be ready to trash that bitch. You're gonna be ready to to knock some sense into her. Like, yo.
But you're better than that. That's not, you know what I mean? That's a lifestyle that you are not about.
Yeah, it's of the flesh.
Grimy and ratchet. That's not who you are. You're better than that.
I know.
I mean, do you feel like you could do better?
Yeah, and then I feel like my problem is my pet peeve being evil. My pet peeve is evil. So when people, I have a problem with playing judge and playing as I'm God. I know I'm not God, and that's when you're blaspheming God. Because that's why we don't, as believers, we don't take revenge on anybody, and we forgive them constantly because we know that vengeance is the Lord on Judgment Day. So it's hard for that, because when someone does something to you in that instant, of course your flesh, you're quick to be like, yeah, I want to hurt this person, and you want to get back at them right then and there. You don't want to wait on God because of what just happened to you. But that's when that faith comes in. And that's what I'm struggling with right now. That's all. I just never been attacked like that in my life. Never got jumped. Never got punched in my eye. Never got punched in my lip. So now it's like, alright, now y'all violating. 3 times violation. Y'all think I'm some bitch. Y'all think I'm some pussy. So now it's like, now you gotta fight the devil because of your pride and ego. It's just, he constantly coming at me. Yes. And that's how Satan takes us to hell. That's how Satan takes us to hell, because he tries to trick us. He tries to lure us into acting unholy in front of a holy God, because Jesus is omnipresent. To be honest, I'm gonna start coming up with a habit of praying when temptation comes. I never do it, because I never did that before, and that is my problem.
Why? It's because it almost seems like a waste of time, but it's not. Because you're not only are you talking to God, but you're also getting your feelings and thoughts out in a way that like you can even think about it.
Yeah, you're submitting to him. You're submitting. You have to submit to him when temptation comes, but it's so hard. Especially we're still in the flesh, so you're God. This is why God flooded the earth the first time, because man's thoughts and the people that he created were constantly, continually evil. He said it in the Bible. Like, that's why he flooded the earth and wiped out everybody and kept Noah's family, because they were holy, because everyone else was wicked and their heart was constantly evil, their thoughts was constantly evil. And God said that even the thought of sin is foolishness. So it's like, oh, I know the word, but God said be a doer of the word too, and that's where my problem is. Like, I know I have to be a doer, and I haven't been. Like, I'm always feeding into my flesh or falling short, and you can't keep doing it. You can't keep giving yourself a crutch or an excuse, because it's so easy to do.
Because it's so easy to do, or because you're in an environment that makes you feel like you have to protect yourself?
Right, because the people are sick, you want to fix them. Like, me always trying to put somebody in their place, I can't help that. Like, when I see someone being evil, yeah, I'm not no cop, but I'm the type to put a nigga in his place if he's grinding. Like, you have to, bro.
But do you really think putting the person in their place is the best way to go about it? Like, do you think maybe instead?
No, because I feel like they probably wouldn't learn. They probably would get worse and try to put war on you. It's just of the flesh. Like, if you get caught up in the flesh and you start fighting the evil with evil, you're gonna get ripped. And that's and it's hard. It's hard to follow that knowledge of the right way because of the disrespect that you're enduring. Because God said the one who endures to the end will overcome the world. We have to endure these trials, and we have to say no to Satan at the same time. I've been failing, so it's like. Some days I'm hurt. I'm asking other believers on Facebook. I'm in this little group chat. You know, sometimes I feel like I send my salvation away. You know, and even my thoughts sometimes so wicked because of the hurt and the pain that I feel that they don't care about. Shima just, you can just be off on another dick and you just laughing it up, living your best life. But it didn't hurt you when you punched me in the eye. It didn't hurt you when you had your family jump. You thought it was okay.
And beyond physical, do you think it hurt you because you still have an emotional connection to her?
And yeah, we have a daughter. It's a very sensitive connection. That's the worst connection ever, to have another kid being raised in a broken home. Hell no, because I know she was worthless. Lord forgive me.
So you still have like there's still value to Rashida. There's still something about her.
Yeah. I felt like she didn't have to make that choice. I felt like she made an irrational decision. People were in her ear. The devil was in her ear. And she fell for it. I felt like, because she really did love me. And we really did love each other. I had her back. But when she turned on me, I don't know how to come back from that. That was the last betrayal.
Do you really think it was love? Do you think that was enough to call it more?
Her putting her hands on me, her hitting me, that's not love.
That's
but
not love.
She, yeah, you're right. You're right. She didn't love me because she was. It felt like she was trying to change who I was, or she was just so upset with who she had. She got to this point where she started complaining every day, just trying to find reasons to get rid of me. And I felt like, yeah, you're trying to get rid of me to get another guy. This is the first thing that comes to your mind with any partner. You feel me? If your partner.
I want to say that maybe it wasn't her doing that, but maybe it was God doing that.
Yo, I said that too. Because I was living in sin. It saved me from hell. Because on the real, if she wasn't going to take me serious and marry me, and I've been saying that too to a lot of people.
Have you ever thought about, instead of saying that you hate Rashida, that you can thank her for the lessons that you learned?
I mean, I'm not gonna thank her because I don't want no more lessons.
Well,
I was tired of lessons. But yeah, I thank her for blessing me, for her family taking me in. They took care of me. At times they fed me. They were good at me. Having my daughter, but
it wasn't completely a failure.
It wasn't. But what's blinding me right now is rage. Rage will blind you, and anger and bitterness will blind you because of the fact, like, I'm allowing bitterness to poison the rest of the bond that I have left with her. Because now it's like I don't want no fucking bond with you. You want to hop on another dick? You want to betray me? You want to think it's okay to kick me to the streets if it had nothing to do with me? Now I'm regretful I had a daughter with you. Now this is terrible. This is a nightmare. I walked into a slaughter. It has everything. Because now I wasn't supposed to have a kid. I wasn't supposed to have a kid with someone who's gonna do this again, a broken home again. And having a kid, you brought a kid in the world with a fatherless, with a stepdaddy playing fucking father. Rip their heart out from their chest. God. Throw her across the field and then take my daughter and walk away and raise her. That's what the flesh wants to do. That's what my flesh wants to do, but my soul and follow Christ. I really want to. Jesus wants us to love and forgive.
Do you think you love and forgive her?
And that's where.
Not right now, but.
Yeah, it's just very challenging right now because of course you're gonna choose your family over me, but her family's in the wrong, and the way they're going about things, we're thinking they can beat on people. They tripping, bro. Now you're getting me to the point where I'm like, get your dad, get your gangbanger, whoever you want. They want to shoot, I'm kicking your face in before you kill me. A nigga pull up on me, drive by, and I'm drop kicking his window, kicking him through the grill. Right before the gun goes off. Like, fuck it. Like, that's how they want to live, wild and reckless. And they keep catching me off guard. First, Shima punched me in the eye, and now he punched me in my lip. Now with Shima, I even got to a point where I was like, alright, I can forgive her to the point where it's like, maybe I deserve that. I went and slept with other women and I've been wrongfully accusing you, and you probably really didn't even sleep with nobody yet. I'm wrong. And I already told her that I'm sorry that I ruined our family or whatever. She ruined it technically. She won't take accountability, but she kicked me to the streets. She knew eventually I was gonna mess with another woman, especially being heartbroken and abandoned. Fuck, you went from talking to me every day to taking care of me, me mainly catering to her. I was doing everything she asked, whatever she asked. It's just that I wasn't getting paid enough. I wasn't making enough money. And once she said that, that's when I really didn't want her like that. Like, alright, I don't know if that what your mom's whole shit saying, like the whole shit she be saying is getting into your head. Cause she used to say, oh, no finance, no romance, honey. Or what was the other one she said? She always complained, oh, you don't make enough. Well, now I'm kicked out of her house. How are you affording your rent? How are you paying for your rent? Especially during the economic collapse. Come on now. And then all these jobs closed down. And you probably have another nigga with you. Stop playing with me. And guess what? Who was at her birthday party? The nigga that liked her while me and her was together. Her college friend Karan. And I didn't even get mad at him. I didn't say nothing to him really. I was polite to him. But I should have snapped on him too. Like, nigga, what you playing? Stepdaddy? Like,
but why does that
when Matt, it bothers me because I was replaced. That's like,
you were not replaced.
I was replaced. I was replaced.
She downgraded to somebody who will never match up to who you are.
She don't see it that way. She see it as an upgrade.
Doesn't matter.
And that's what angers me. She's laughing in my face about my mistakes. You don't rub people's mistakes in their face. Like, and I'm looking like, damn, I thought you really loved me. I thought we were gonna have a type of bond, like if we split up, we will always come back together, or we will work things out.
See, I feel like that's where you start to stray away from beliefs.
Where? How?
Because, and I'm not saying you're jealous, but it's kind of like a part of jealousy. It's
right.
Almost like you're envious because you feel she upgraded. You think she's doing better. But it's not about that. Her time will come.
No, it's about the betrayal. It's just a point blank period. Someone
but
replaced
how
you.
can somebody who was never loyal to you to begin with betray you?
That's what I was asking. I was with her a year and a half. I'm asking myself the same thing. She was loyal at first and turned on me. Like the rest of them.
If she is no longer loyal now, she was never loyal to begin with.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I had to see the true colors, and when the true colors came out, I couldn't handle it. I was like, oh shit, it was a facade. I was living a lie? You mean to tell me? Yeah, I knew I was living a lie to a degree because we were unevenly yoked. Things that true sound doctrine that I would tell her about, she wouldn't agree with. And that's a turn off for me. If this woman claims she a God-fearing woman and she loves Jesus Christ like she say she do, but she is not obeying that word and she don't agree with sound doctrine, then I'm in trouble. I'm not going to hell for nobody. She'll lead me astray, thinking we can live however and still get into heaven. That's not true. We have to obey God. So she didn't want to get into heaven as bad as I do. And that's what it is. She got nonchalant with it. She's full of the world. I'm not talking down on her. It's just the truth. She watching Jay-Z and Beyonce. She used to argue with me about that. Oh, they're not devil worshippers. How? You're just envious. You're just a hater. How am I hating off of niggas that's proud sellouts? They brag about saying. They rep Satan on their clothes, in their music, their lyrics, and you telling me you're that blind? It was sad. It was scary. It was like, I just wish it was recorded. I mean, it is, of course. God recorded it. But I just wish it was on a movie for everybody to see. And they seen my life and they seen how I was treated. They would have been like, oh shit. He wasn't in the wrong. He did get fucked over. But she got
in a way,
everybody.
you're kind of like how you kind of are going through what Jesus went through, being mistreated by people.
Persecution out of this world. Persecution. And this is what God said was going to happen to us. It separates you from your brother, your mother. You have to love Jesus Christ more than your mother, your brother, everybody. Because you know God comes first in everything. No idol worship of no one else. And that's what I'm learning. Like, yo, thank God that I seen that scripture. Thank God I was raised on the knowledge of Christ. Because if I wasn't, I would have been one of these dummies out here misled. I ain't gonna say I would have been Muslim, but even Muslims are deceived. I'm not talking down on your religion. Jesus Christ is not a religion. He's the only way. Allah and Jesus Christ is not the same thing because it's different instructions. Allah is saying you can marry 5 different wives. It's not true. You have more than one wife and Jesus come back to judge the earth, you're going to hell. Stop playing with me. And they be lying to themselves, all to satisfy their flesh. And Jesus said that they do this. This is what they do. Just so the sinner satisfies himself. And that's the scary part about sin, and with sin, because sin sends you to hell. It'll put a smile on your face. It feels good in the moment. It feels good doing it. And most of the world is just, they don't want to hear it. So when they hear that condemnation and holy judgment, they get angry. Nobody want to hear that. They got to answer to God for living like a wild animal, or living unholy, or living like the devil himself. Yeah, we got free will, but we have free. Yeah, we got free will to do evil or good, but all of it's gonna be open, and that's what the filth of this world. It's sad. Like, the world's gonna pass away. It said that when God burns up the earth, I'm telling you, because this is why I'm gonna tell you the secrets, Kat. It's in the Bible, because it's not known to the people that don't know, that don't believe. But when God starts all over, he's going to burn everything to the core. Everything that was idly worshipped, he's going to come destroy the earth with fire this time. And there's not going to be a rock left. The waters, the first earth, heaven pass away. When we all just sitting up in space, we're just sitting in thin air, and your soul, and it's transparent, and God can see everything. Everything's open. You got hatred in your heart, it's going to be a seed there. You can't lie to God. You're going to be like, no, God, I don't have hate in my heart. Well, what's that seed? He's going to ask, what's that seed in your heart? It's scary. Judgment Day, I'm terrified of Lord Jesus Christ, but believers know that they don't have to fear condemnation, because as long as we're not walking in condemnation. And that's the thing, if you're following and you're getting your spirit man up, you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. I've been fulfilling the lust of the flesh like crazy. So I don't know what's my fate sometimes. I'll be like, yo, but yeah.
Sounds like you are in, I don't want to say constant fear, but constant anxiety that every little thing you do is going to lead up to your damnation.
I know. And it does come off that way. It comes off like, because I'm learning that a person with the Holy Ghost doesn't conduct itself like the world. It doesn't disrespect God's temple, which is your body. So if I'm smoking, I'm disrespecting God's temple, right? And I smoke all the time, so I'm being honest with myself. And
but I think now, if you know what you're doing, like you said, disrespecting God's
Christ,
temple,
yeah. Why do we continue? Yeah, why do we do what we hate? And even Paul said that. Why in this rotten, fallen flesh? Because ever since the garden, and we've all been born with that automatic rebellious nature towards God to do what we want. So that's why death is in the air. And we had death. When you sin, it says the soul that sinneth dies. So that's why we die, because we all sin. If we never sin, we probably wouldn't die. That's the crazy part. Like, isn't that crazy? If a kid is raised on Christ the right way and raised on God, that their chances of being damned, I don't know. I really, to be honest with you, a person knows they saved. Like, you would know that you're guaranteed you're going to end in heaven. But there is no such thing as one saved, always saved. Because Satan was an angel. He was anointed twice until iniquity was found in him. And Jesus said that you were like your father, the devil. He's talking to the disobedient human beings on the planet. He said, you were like your father, the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning. It's his nature. So that's why you see everything happening in the world today, because Satan's not in hell yet. They're on the earth now, and they run Illuminati, they run secret societies, and fallen angels hate mankind because they've been exiled and they have no chance of redemption. They don't have what we have. We have a chance to come back to God. We have a chance to be invited back into heaven, and he can't ever come back. Like, he's done. His fate is written. Like, because of what you've done, he's gonna destroy Satan in front of the nations. He's gonna come back and destroy the Antichrist and burn him up in front of everybody. And it's gonna be scary as crap. Like, I told you so. And then pretty much right after that, that's when God comes back. He's coming back as a warrior to judge all the ungodly sinners for all their ungodliness. And that's what scares me. It breaks my heart, because I don't want that sinner to burn. So now I know what the fight's about. The fight is about the fight over your mind and your willpower over Satan and sin. Because Satan wants you to do these things that will send you to hell. And when I brought these things up to her, it got to a point where, nobody want to hear about this every day. Holy crap. So it was scary. She started saying crazy shit like, alright, between me and you, I put on the cast, I would have sex sometimes while she was asleep. You feel me? Like, her butt sticking out, she naked. I would start trashing her. Like, this is my girl, what the heck? She got offended and said she felt like I was violating her. And I told her I respect that. Okay, I'm sorry. Of course I did it again or whatever. But she making it seem like I was raping her. Like, what? Bro, when your girl starts talking like that, what the fuck is going on, bro? This is how I knew she was going to betray me. When they started talking like it, I was like, come on. And this plays a crucial part in my salvation, because it said don't give the devil a foothold. And I feel like it's so hard not to give him a foothold because of the persecution I'm going through right now. And then I'm doing dumb shit and I'm amplifying it. I'm making it worse. I know I'm not supposed to let corrupt communication come out of my mouth, but if someone keeps disrespecting you over and over, or they slapped you in the face or punch you, you're ready to snap. You feel me? And when I seen them, all I could think about was when they jumped me and they was beating on me, and all that shit was unnecessary. You fought me right next to my daughter. My daughter's right here. She a baby. She could have got hit. Y'all could have stepped on her, anything. Y'all didn't think nothing of it. So all I'm thinking is like, yo, I'm ripping your fucking heart out. I kept saying that to her from the roof, like, of course I don't mean it. I'm not to tell you I couldn't ever kill nobody or live with that on my conscience, but if her brothers want to fight, man, you can get the cage fight popping, bro. For real. Shit's sad. It's sad because that's my daughter's uncles and niece, and aunts. So I gotta think about her.
Another thing is things might be bad right now, but things could always change. should, like, I get dwelling on the past and the negative, but what if you tried?
Yeah, it has to stop. It has to stop. And honestly, it only starts with me. I know that I have the willpower to change the situation. If I be,
and I'm glad that you can recognize that you are strong that way. You can do that.
if I can be the bigger person, and
you are more than capable. Just look at the small things that have happened throughout your life that you've had to be the bigger person. There's so many times where you've had to step back and say, you know what, this just isn't worth fighting over. It's not worth wasting my time. How much time have you dedicated towards this whole thing with Hiroshima, and all of this drama? How much time have you been dedicating towards that and missing out on genuine time you could be having with your friends and your family and even your children?
Yeah, no. I was with Kurt a couple weeks ago riding a bike, and that's the most important thing, is growing with him. And I don't know, I feel like she took a piece of my heart out, a huge chunk of it, because you got my daughter. The world's not supposed to know that. Our bond, union is supposed to be sacred, and I'm supposed to be able to grow with my daughter. Everything got flipped upside down. And the craziest part is she said to me that she was like, I just needed a break from you, or she was like, you had to give me 2 years or something. The fact that she thought about it, it warmed my heart a little, made me feel like there was some type of hope. But when she punched me in my eye, I was like, you know what? Every time I fall for you, or I try to show you that I care or love you, you play me out. And you disrespect the fuck out of me. And she punched me in my eye in front of a nigga that liked her. And then y'all went home together?
What have we learned about physical action? Physical action is what?
It's violence. Physical action is unlawful. It's wrong. And I know it's so.
About a person that not only have you said countless times is a sinner, but is somebody who might be even more lost than you are. And here you are, not saying you're envious, but you think she's doing better. She's not doing better than you. And you have an opportunity to really fix this whole situation. Not that you're at fault, but to make it better so that your children have a better life.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And honestly, she probably did move me out to move another nigga in that could afford the bills. Cause she was lying on, she's saying I was running up her electric, whatever you wanted to complain about me as an excuse to get rid of me.
That is what it is. That's her choice. At the end of the day, that's her choice. If she wants to go and be that kind of person, that's up to her. That no longer concerns you. She's no longer the person that you can, influence. You can't influence her anymore. She's out of your life for the most part. The only thing that connects you to is your daughter. And I think your daughter is so much more important than Rashida and her bullshit.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's a cute little girl. It's just she got their blood in her.
Doesn't mean anything.
It does, because the wickedness that
is something that you can stop.
Yeah, you're right. By being with them every day, working on their behavior.
Exactly. Having your child in your life and being a part of her life and molding her and teaching her and being her actual parent and not just somebody that's paying child support and stopping by once a week. Actually having real involvement in her life does so much more for her to stop her from becoming like that.
Every day, yeah, you gotta be an everyday dad.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to be. I was like, yo, I want to be waking up, my kids waking up to me, I'm making them breakfast, stuff like that. And I felt like she was the perfect starting point. We had our own place, but you're right, she's over. Because I'll never forget the foul things she said and did to me. Like as far as like making me feel less than a man. All those nights that I busted my ass and worked hard, and she was just, it felt like she was ungrateful. And honestly, I guess why I'm holding so much bitterness is because you can't keep doing that to people and think you getting away with it. Like, that's grimy shit. That's why people are heartless out here. They don't want to love, they don't want to get married no more because they don't trust nobody. As soon as you get close with somebody and you're with them for a certain amount of time, then bam, you can kick all that down the drain. She was willing to throw out all that. Then her sister calling my whole family weirdos. Like, y'all getting me ready to punch you right in the mouth over and over. Like, sign the contract so I can fight any of you in a cage match, so I can legally beat
And that's just
your
giving
ass.
you temptation that you've been working so hard to stay away from. You better.
Yeah.
You know you're better.
Because I'm a broadcaster in front of the world. I will be petty. I'm trying not to be, for real. But you can't humiliate people like that and get... Honestly, I do have that vengeance right now. I really... Because it's like, you don't humiliate someone like that. And I know that the best way to humiliate somebody back or get back at people is success. Oh, they seen you living good, and oh, he got a girlfriend now. No, bro. No, bro. Because the world is passing away. I'm not even worried about this stuff because... Dude. Yeah, that's hot. That's a good word. Yeah, I'm unlocking that.
Yo, 2020 throwback season, CURTiSY Live, yeah. Okay. She be with me, all needed a wife, but a better thing, choice for how these women is really treating them advice and treating me same. What about the afterlife? I hope they concerned with their eternity. God-fearing women, the urgency is emergency situation. People out here, man, stuck on fornication, nigga in neglection. What about protection? These people neglected. Harness in the heart, so they depart. They never stay with people till the end. This saddest generation, nigga. This generation can't defend. CURTiSY Live talking about the very end. And the Bible prophecies, this is over 10. Revelation. Shout out. Need a real woman. Shout out to the real women. Shout out in the revelation. It's all about Judgment Day. We can come back to this. It's about the beginning, ever Genesis, woman and the Eve tricked man in the garden. Talking about we get the Father and we won't surely die, but you know that when Satan's lying, that's who. Follow that wrong to a God, you end up burning in the inside, burn fast. Realize this is real existence. Hell's a real place. The devil's existence. And for the devil and his angels, people out here commit evil at every angel. Man, sin against the holy God. You don't understand what you're doing with the cross. Yeah. Remix it. Okay. CURTiSY Live. Yo, these are all throwback songs, right? promises. It said it's over to the end. I really thought she was a real man friend. Thought she was gonna be there to the end. Nigga talking about the lot, yeah. I'm getting back my parking spot. And I don't really need a thought. While I run the direction, people out here, man, progression. There's too much aggression and no affection. People turn in the end, they don't learn a lesson. So I gotta teach it or I preach it. These women and they be here, yeah, they gotta seize it. Yeah, they wanna run into the pit. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna take that L, they need like Colin Kaepernick. A lot of people out here tagging it. Who are here tagging this? Going through the wrong things. Yeah. CURTiSY LiVE. That shit is knocking, yo. And it's a remix. I'm playing with it. Yeah. Damn, this shit. Nah. CURTiSY LiVE 2020. Yeah. This is real family gang, man. It's the end of the world. They come from where you eat. They're running in the streets. They switching. They're militarizing all of the police. Antichrist, a new world order system. What you teach? Yeah. Going right now, yeah. Got me home, a lot of people off their zone dying, let alone any people in their sins, and it's all Capone on the drone. Nigga, better leave me alone, huh? End time, Antichrist system in the beast system, where they chasing after believers and the non-believers, and these people is deceivers, so they scoffers and they mockers, but they burning with it, either burning straight forever, cause they all into the pleasure, and they not lovers of God, they lovers of pleasure. It's the saddest thing, and then they lost their treasure. This forfeited eternity is forever. Don't take that mark of the beast. I'm fighting.
Oh, snap.
Right now.
Hey, put me in the wood, bro.
Let her get one.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, fighting no fruits. Niggas looking this and that, minute fruit. Knowledge ain't cute. That's just the truth. People allow here try to pollute the truth with the lies and deceptions and delusions. Don't you know that Master Deceiver, man, he mix it with delusion. He mix it with assumption. People he corrupted, he the accuser of the brother rain in his flight. Fallen angels at every angle, understanding that starts, man, that bangle, and they demonic country and demonic influence, and these people pick or choose it, man. You notice how they moving with it. I ain't gonna burn it in a fist. Lake of fire, bottomless pit is limitless. I'ma try to warn God, I'ma try to warn the people of God, cause these people is falling and they dying. It's often you don't understand it. If you burn it forever, man, it's over. That is, niggas, no exposure. You better have a new life, baptized in God, holiness. Yeah.
alone. A lot of people out here dying on the phone. Cancer Nation, yeah, this song. No flesh will survive if you didn't shorten the days. And you know I improvise, can't live these fucking lies. And I keep the commandments and what's inside. You done raised me on the truth. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for what you really do. And help me out of this bondage to see the grips of the evil one that people have addicted to sin for fun. I'm trying to get up out this. I know I'm not a nun, but I believe in Jesus Christ, yeah, the Son. Yeah. Have been nah.
You can put King Road.
CURTiSY Live.
Now I can't go through stuff. That's the only thing.
Yeah. CURTiSY Live back again. Talking about the pain of my reaction, man. They took on map again. I was like, man, I ain't no trash can. I ain't a garbage can. Try to kick me out like trash. I know it's the past, but this the type of pain that will outlast any type of thing because of the betrayal run you mad. I ain't glad about it. You have a kid, family doubted. I tried to keep the family together, but it remained enshrouded in light because of her logic and decision. The